Hi and welcome to another episode of Roettgen Braai Master. Now, quick question, what does this and this have in common? They're both really delicious, and together they're even better. So today we're making Dorade Royal with a fennel and onion salad. And what you need for it and how to do this, I'm going to show you in this episode. Alright, and this is all we need for today's dish. We need some garlic, we need some sugar, we need an onion, we need obviously some fennel, we need some salt and pepper, a lemon, some good olive oil, a little bit of fish seasoning, fresh rosemary, and our Dorades, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. They're super fresh, you can see it on their eyes. If they're clear, that means they're really fresh. Yeah, and I can't wait to barbecue them tonight. In the next step, we're going to prepare the fennel onion salad. We're going to prepare the Dorades. For the Dorade, we're going to create a little marinade, and what we're going to do is we're going to take about half of the rosemary that we have. We chop it a little bit, and then we're going to put it into a mortar and pestle along with some olive oil, so that the flavors of the rosemary can really come to life. And then we're going to add some fish seasoning to that as well and give it a little bit of a grinding to make sure that the seasonings and the flavors really come to life. And we're going to set that aside, and then we're going to take care of the Dorades. Now what you want to do is, obviously if you can, you go to your fishmonger, you tell them to descale the fish prior to you actually buying it. It just saves some time and mess in the kitchen, to be honest with you. But what you want to do is, I always like to take the side fin off. And don't be afraid, you know, it's obviously quite a bony fish, so to speak. So you will hear some noises and some sounds when you're cutting through the cartilage and through the bone, but that's quite alright. And then what you want to do is you want to take the bottom fin off as well. It just makes for a nicer eating experience later on. Alright, what you then do is you're going to make 2 cuts into the fish, just like that. It will make sure that the fish cooks more evenly. And then we're going to set it aside. I'm going to take care of the other one. In the next step, we're going to season the fish on the inside, and what we're doing is we're just going to flip them over. And we're going to use a little bit of fish seasoning. Now you can use salt and pepper as well, so that's really your choice. And then we're going to stuff it with an additional little bit of fresh rosemary. And let me tell you, you cannot go wrong with this fish and rosemary. I think it fits absolutely fine. It is absolutely delicious. And so you're just going to stuff it into the center. You know, obviously beforehand you made sure the fish was washed and patted dry, and you know that the fishmonger did their job properly to remove all the intestines, etc. And what you do then is you're going to use one of those foams, as I have, if you do have, and you're going to use the mix that we set in the pestle and mortar, and we're just going to drizzle it over the fish a little bit, and that will season the fish very nicely as well. And obviously we're going to do that from both sides. Alright, the fish is ready and prepared, and we're now going to put it back in the fridge until we're ready to barbecue. For the fennel, what you're going to do is obviously you're going to wash it, and you're going to take off the bottom, you know, and then you're going to cut it in very fine strips, just like that. And you're going to keep the green stuff alive as well, because it's nice decorations later on when the dish is done. I'm going to cut this up now. I'm going to cut up the onion as well as the garlic, and then we are pretty much ready to barbecue. Alright, all the prep work's done. I'll see you outside at the barbecue. It's preheating now on medium-high heat, and we're going to cook the Dorades on medium-high heat for about 15 minutes per side, and the fennel and onion salad will take about 10 minutes on the side cooker. The barbecue is up to temperature now, and as I said, we're doing medium-high heat, and now the lemons come into play, and we're going to use them as a buffer between the fish and the grates, because obviously we don't want the fish to stick on the grates. And we're going to set them on there, and we're going to leave it on for 15 minutes each side. 15 minutes are up and it smells absolutely delicious, and let's see how they look underneath. But I think they look gorgeous, and obviously, yes, you can tell that the lemons were there, but obviously lemon gives a great taste to the fish. So I don't mind that the skin is not crispy all around, but you can also tell from the eyes that they are done on that side. So we're going to give them an additional 15 minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to take care of the fennel and onions. Now for the fennel, we're going to heat it up at maximum heat. We give in some olive oil, and then you would want to put in the fennel first and sear it for about 5 minutes. The 5 minutes are up, and we're now going to add the onions as well as the garlic to the mix. Mix it all in. And then we're going to season it with salt, pepper and a little bit of sugar to taste. Now if you feel that you're lacking a little bit of fluids, you can obviously add a little bit of olive oil to it. It won't hurt, but just don't overdo it. The half an hour is up, and what I've actually done is I've removed for about 30 seconds the lemons, and as you can tell, they are really black. So yeah, the fish would have stuck onto the grill roast, but now we have these wonderful aromas as well. And we're now going to plate them up, and then I'll give you a final review in a second. Alright guys, there you have it, our Dorade Royal with a warm fennel and onion salad. Now I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. And please hit that subscribe button for more great videos to come. And I hope to see you soon again at Roettgen Braai Master.